Creativity is everything to me. Art has allowed me to share my story with the world and has helped me understand all my different sides. And this is Extraordinary Portraits, where I bring people with inspiring stories.
And it completely turned my life around. I felt like a completely different person.
It was the first time that I felt comfortable enough to speak about who I am.
And teamed them up with some of the most talented artists in the UK.
No, that's cool, do that.
To create a series of one-off portraits that reflects modern-day Britain in all its glory.
Yes! She's an absolute boss.
Portraits have always shown us the heroes of history and who has the power or the money to end up on a gallery wall. I want to find the new heroes to hang on our walls.
This is looking really good.
I'm excited to introduce my sitters to the artists I've chosen to create their extraordinary portraits.
Oh my goodness me.
Wow.
Made me go a bit emotional.
Thank you.
My heartbeat is quite fast.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Popular culture is amazing at bringing people together. It's exciting when an artist taps into a mood or moment, attracting an audience that aren't traditional art fans. And social media is redefining the way artists can talk to their audience. "28-year-old Jamie uses his experience and care to give hope to other young people."
I've came full circle. I've came through the system, and I'm now taking my experience to help other people. So I think it'd be good to capture what I do now and show that people in society do give back.
Jamie has triumphed over his difficult start in life, moving from one family to another for the first 6 years. I've chosen an artist who I think is perfect to shine a light on his story. I'm about to meet Scottish artist Muir, whose cheeky twist on classic paintings has brought him a huge fan base. He's since developed a distinctive style and point of view. His witty reimagining of Van Gogh's self-portrait went viral, launching him to a new audience and changing his life. Muir is known for his iconic artwork inspired by the likes of Van Gogh and Munch, but with a contemporary twist. He credits art for giving his life purpose, following a past struggle with addiction. He's here today to meet his subject for the first time. How you doing, Ross?
Hi, man.
You right, bro?
Yeah, all good, man. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, man. Thanks for coming down. Do you want a cup of tea or something?
No, I'm good, man.
You're good, yeah?
Good. Yeah,
all right,
I'm
good, man. So when you've exhibited in a gallery, what sort of audience have you been attracting with your work?
Very diverse, you know what I mean? It's quite versatile, but yeah, I've had many stories and lots of feedback, people, you know, buying the art and this is the first thing, and many different people. Some of these galleries wouldn't even let me in back in the day.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even let me on the bus to go to the gallery. They're great, you know what I mean? It's great having that kind of support and people having kind of faith in you, do you know what I mean? On the good days and bad days.
So where have you come from today? Scotland?
Glasgow, Scotland, yeah.
Glasgow kind of reminds me of like how I grew up in like inner city London. Like, what was it like growing up in Glasgow for you?
Yeah, it was tough, man. It's tough. It's like getting kind of sucked into that like underworld, naughty stuff, you know. It's like a kind of safety in it as well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was chaos, man. It was like the same stuff through the cards, drugs.
What drug was it in particular?
The drug that wiped me was like heroin, do you know what I mean? Just escalated into that, do you know what I mean?
When did it get to the point where you were like, you know what, I need to stop this?
I just never gave up. Always was like, you know, I always knew there was like more to me than that. And one of the times I tried to stop, it just kind of, things started falling into place, like finding a kind of path. It's a long time ago now, it's like over a decade I stopped it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Was there anyone in particular that was like instrumental in helping you to get clean?
At the start it's all down to you, do you know what I mean? But, you know, the more I committed to like try to recover, the more people came into my life. But I have got a close-knit group of friends and community of people that like helped me, do you know what I mean?
How did you discover art?
I'm 30, I've just got clean, and a family gifted me some art stuff. And I just started messing about with that. My pal who's seen me, and he's like, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
He's like, you could do this. And he left, and I was like, I'm doing this.
Yeah. He almost gave you that extra confidence that you needed.
He lit the fire.
Sick. So obviously you did the portrait of Van Gogh, and that went crazy.
I'd actually painted a self-portrait, and I was wearing an Adidas top. Then it was the kind of folds. It was quite troublesome to paint, and I had an idea to do like a kind of remake. I then painted a Van Gogh in it. Then it just went boom.
It went crazy.
It went crazy. It just went viral on social media. Everybody was like trying to buy it, and I had just a great response, man.
Is it fair to say then that art has changed your life?
Yeah, totally, man. It's gave me like a focus, you know what I mean? Made me feel humane again.
That's so sick. That's beautiful, man.
That's the truth, man.
It's beautiful. So, Ross, are you ready to meet your sitter?
Yes, man.
All right, cool. Let me go get him. Jamie!
How you
my bro? You good, yeah?
I'm good.
Good. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
How was your trip down?
Feeling excited to be in London.
So what, have you ever had a portrait done of you before?
No.
Or have you got anything you're looking to get out of it in particular?
Tell something meaningful, but in a totally unique way. I'm just so excited to see what happens here.
All right, well, the artist that's going to be painting you is pretty exciting. Would you like to meet him now?
Please, let's
Yeah?
go.
Come on, let's do it. There you go. Ross, meet Jamie. Jamie, Ross.
Cool, man. Nice to meet you, man.
And you.
Cool.
And you. It's good to find a fellow Scotsman this far south.
I know.
So, Jamie, like, you've had quite an interesting life as well. Do you want to tell your story?
Yeah. I was born in Irvine, and it's a coastal town with a stunning beach. And my life started difficult, so I went into foster care at about 6 months old. And then thereafter, you know, I was jolted about the system till I was 5. I kind of lived with 14 different families.
14.
Yeah. And then at 5, I was condemned to that system indefinitely. My mum gave the rights to the council to raise me. And then there on after, I lived with the same family for 17 years, which after 14 different strangers was really settling. But I was in limbo, not knowing if I was going to move on again. I thought I had the family stability and connection, but in reality I didn't, because I was lost. I didn't know who I belonged to and where I belonged.
I've recently been working with care leavers as well, and what I've found is that it's actually one of the hardest things to actually come out of the care system.
I'm still dealing with those thoughts and those traumas. Like, I don't think I'll fully process my whole life and experience until I'm in my 30s. Early intervention is critical.
What's your current situation? What's happening?
I have graduated Glasgow Uni, so I'm just now figuring out what I do with that degree. So I'm working as a community development officer. My job is to work with people in the community who might be experiencing poverty, challenging circumstances, care experience, young people again, and helping people build their own sense of worth.
You have both definitely overcome so much adversity in your lives, but where I think the similarity is obviously you're both Scottish, but beyond that, there's more to the story. It seems like you've started to find your rhythm as you're kind of heading towards your 30s. So, James, how are you feeling about Ross doing your portrait?
Pure grateful.
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, we'll make it amazing. It's quite different from my normal run-of-the-mill, the way I usually work, where it's like all on my terms. But yeah, I'm totally open. Some of the best stuff comes for like being less rigid, you know, and let's just see, you know.
Spark something.
Aye, I'm sure we will.
There it goes.
You guys have left me feeling very inspired. I'm going to leave you guys to get on with it. I can't wait to see how it comes out. And yeah, have a great time back up in Scotland, man.
Thank you so much.
All right, nice one, guys. Cheers.
It was a great experience and quite powerful, you know what I mean, like hearing all this stuff. So, yeah, I'll just take it from there and see how it goes.
this is something completely new, and we're telling like a real human being's story. So it could be totally unique, but we get to do that together and co-create it, which is really exciting.
What can I say? Jamie and Ross both overcome adversity to such a degree that I can't even quantify, like I can't even imagine it. The other thing that's really amazing about this whole situation is Ross didn't grow up going to galleries and didn't grow up in that art household. He wasn't raised in that sort of way. And what I really like about his process is everything is natural. Maybe we're gonna see some of that in his portrait with Jamie.
Ross is a self-taught artist. His signature style of putting his own spin on classic imagery has won him lots of fans and attention.
This is my studio space. This is where I do all my painting. All the ideas come from here. It's got good light and it's relatively quiet. Got like all my wee crystals picked up along the way, all my wee rituals. Just try to make the place nice, you know what I mean? And I've got my art up on the walls as well. The Van Gogh print, Tretyakov, Balinese girl. I painted that in Bali.
Some of Ross's paintings take up to 100 hours to complete.
This was just a wee Mickey Mouse thing I'd done at Christmas. I just done a wee iPad doodle over an image. Jesus, you know. For the bad days, man, help me out, big man. This is like my main easel. Nice architecture. I got a charity shop. I end up using that as a palette. I end up not even sitting on it. It's just all my brushes here and it's just like another table. I know some of the paintings, there's a bit of tongue-in-cheek, but the art is like, it's a religion, man.
Ross heads to the other side of Glasgow to visit Jamie at home with his partner Niamh. Before he starts the portrait, Ross wants to get to know him better and understand his journey. I know that a lack of identity and feeling invisible is common amongst care leavers. So for Jamie, having his portrait painted is a big deal.
Yeah, you're getting painted. That's weird. I don't know anyone personally that's been painted, like a portrait.
Well, anybody like your background either, like it's just amazing.
Obviously this is all about trauma and care and stuff like that, but obviously there's a lot more to you than just that. Do you know what I mean? Like people always define you as the boy from care that's doing so well, but when you do well, you do well.
It's hard to escape that identity.
It's good to come back here and meet Jamie again and see him in his own surroundings. See if there's any other inspiration or any ideas come through that kind of chat, you know what I mean? I'm still totally open, I'm not fixated on an idea to paint yet. But it's good to see Jamie here and with this like stability for hearing the story and yeah, I'm just really excited, it'll be cool. Alright man, how's it going man?
Hi, good, it's
cool.
So glad to see you.
You too man.
And here's Olivia, good to see you around.
Oh.
Oh, look at you, you're getting all the love.
Ross, I want to introduce you to Niamh.
Nice to meet you, man.
My beautiful baby, Olivia.
Good to meet Olivia.
I keep thinking, what is he's going to do? How cool is it going to be? And do you feel like you really got to know me from that short time?
Yeah, like the bigger picture, you know what I mean? It was like so heavy, all the stuff you had been through, and it's like good to see here and like having stability and all that. Yeah, so like, how long have you two been together and staying here? Like,
Been about a year. My family's all helped us as well. I think Jamie's quite appreciative of that as well. My mum's bought us stuff, and my gran got us our table.
I think for me it's been tough to find somewhere I can settle in.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what a home's supposed to feel like.
So what's it like being spending more time with Niamh's family?
Your family, they accept me as who I am.
My gran said she'd adopt him. She thinks he's great.
My life for 21 years was just bellowed in sadness. Like, I now, we do so much fun things together as a couple and I'm finding out what makes me happy. A better life, and in the future I do want kids and I do want that bigger family dynamic and break the cycle of care, because my mother was in care and had such a horrible time. I was in care. My kids I'm not going to go into care. It ends with me.
The fundamental love of a family is something that a lot of us are lucky enough to take for granted. Jamie's found that love in his dog, Olivia. He always wanted a pet, but it was something that wasn't allowed while he was in care.
Yeah, so you spoke a lot about Olivia and that unconditional love.
It's like I never had any choice when I grew up in care, and when care ended for me, the first thing I said I was going to get a dog.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to teach myself love, and I just knew that a dog would bring that to me. And me and Olivia's journey together's been high and low, but there's not one day that I don't wake up and go, I love her. And there's not one day I don't feel her love. It done so much for my mental health. Like we're a family.
Yeah, trust as well.
Often used to see myself as quite broken and damaged. She lets me put those pieces back together.
The care system, it's kind of like lacking emotion.
Love is just non-existent. Everybody in my life that delivered a service to me eventually left. And that needs to change. And that's why there's people like myself that are trying to raise awareness on this issue.
Yeah, make a difference.
And this is what the care system needs, is more people that have that empathy.
But yeah, it's quite heavy stuff in it. It's like all the stuff you've experienced and other people experience. And it's just trying to like turn that into a positive. It's trying to make a difference. Kind of like breaking the chain or the cycle and, you know, seeking that help and meeting it halfway and stuff.
Believing, getting people to believe that they're in control of their own story.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the thing that gets lost in care, is people lose who they are. And they never find who they truly become until they're 30-year-old.
And it's like so inspiring. It's given me loads of ideas for the painting.
Livy.
Oh, you cool.
Armed with lots of information and having spent time with Jamie, Ross can start his process. This begins by taking the photographs that will inform the composition of his portrait.
Because even if it's there, then it's going with a shadow here, which might be good.
Ross uses a professional photographer because lighting is key to his portraits.
So Simon's, he's my photographer, and we use him for reference to paint. Sometimes it takes like 40 hours, even 100, which is kind of impossible for somebody to sit at that time. So some on this side, some on that side. You know, this kind of like, I can't comfort hang on it. I just love the stripes. I just love the way that these sometimes capture the light and hold it and what they mean for me.
It's your signature as well, isn't it?
I know. And it suits you, man.
It's good fit, man. I like it. You picked well.
You can keep this, man.
Really?
Aye, I just got it yesterday for you.
Thank you so much.
Go, brother. The top does look alright on you, man.
That's sweet. I love it.
Good. Bring that hand a little bit up now.
Yeah.
Just glancing down towards the plant. Yeah, that's lovely. Looking at the top of the plant. Okay, and then yeah, hold that. Brilliant. Alright, so just starting simply.
I like that, man. What the gold will work here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Three weeks after they first met, Ross invites Jamie to his studio, where he always likes to do a more formal sitting.
All right, man. Good
Hello,
to see you.
good
Come in.
morning. Oh, I'm so excited to see this studio. This is cool. This is lovely, man. There's the infamous piece.
I know.
The Van Gogh.
Aye, this is the one that created all the fuss, man.
Where it started for you, man.
This is a jacket as well.
So, what were you gonna do today?
Maybe start the portrait. I just like spread out some paint, no particular order. Painting is like many, many layers. Basically, I'll knock in the beginning of the paint in acrylic, and then we'll bring the paint to life in oils. And then position here. Again, just even like at this, do you know what I mean? It's really good lighting in here, So I will just try to get the skin tones.
Yeah.
See,
What is it about portraits that really take an interest in you?
there's a magic in people, and I like trying to catch that. You know, I'm not really into like landscapes or farmyards or. Well, it's not really my thing, you know, where portraits have just became my thing. But yeah, it's quite difficult. It's like kind of like a nightmare stage. Just build up, build up. It's kind of like crazy golf, man. You know, it's like sometimes you make a wee move or a wee mark, you get closer to the hole. Sometimes you go further back. Many layers, that's what my paintings are.
I'm just really wondering what it is that you're doing there. You know, I've seen you kind of rubbing a lot with your sleeve. I can see, mate, you've got an RE canvas going there, but you've moved to something else.
Yeah, that was the size it was going to be. As soon as I started drawing up, I knew it wasn't the right shape or size. So we've just quickly started bigger. Sometimes when I paint, I scrap the painting if I don't get like connected enough or I don't finish enough on the first sitting. Doubt creeps in or another idea. It's been good having you here, and I'll just keep bringing this to life.
I've really enjoyed it. You're a brilliant host. I think when young people go into care, their life's already predetermined. You know, the course is set out for them through their teachers and social workers. The expectation is that they will become another statistic, and I spoke about breaking that cycle. And I just really do hope that people look at this portrait and realise that they're not a statistic, that their life is their own, because in the end, you know, there's something beautiful to be made. I've just got no expectation of what's going to come out of this. I just want it to be a surprise and just be blown away, because I know whatever he's going to do is going to be amazing.
It's just good how he says, you know, they get like lost in somebody else's words of who they are, know what I mean? I was just like, wow, I need to make this amazing, you know, that will represent like Jamie as a person in the here and now and know somebody else's words for like back then.
A few months after their first meeting, Jamie is back to see his portrait for the first time.
How you doing, Ross?
Yeah, all good, man. Good to see you.
Good. Wicked, man. I'm so curious to see if you use your signature style, if you incorporated any sportswear in there, or if you went for something completely different. Yeah. Any clues?
Well, let's see.
I'll wait to see, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. I'm proper excited. I'll leave you to set up.
Jamie has brought girlfriend Neve along with him for the big reveal.
So, Ross, talk me through it.
I clocked up the hours and I took it right to the wire.
And how was it getting to, like, connect with Jamie?
But yeah, it was good connecting with Jamie and getting to know him in the story, because there was times I was going to just throw in the towel where I wasn't going to do that.
Is it?
If it was just on my steam, I wouldn't have finished it, man. The first time we started the portrait, I painted over that and started again. Twice I done that.
Twice?
Yeah.
How are you feeling that he's about to see this portrait you've been working on?
Yeah, I feel a bit nervous, obviously, and kind of relieved as well. It's been a long process,
yeah.
And no doubt it'll be the same for Jamie.
Say no more. Big man.
How you doing, boss?
How are you? Good?
Good, man. It's my girlfriend, Neve.
Neve. Hi, Neve.
Nice to meet you.
Because I do feel like that journey of growth is something that you guys both shared in common. When you guys were spending some time with each other and creating the portrait, did you find any connection there, or?
Yeah, especially, you know, Ross saying, you know, how long it took him to change his mindset about things. And I suppose we connect now because we were both still grown. So, yeah, we definitely connected.
Yeah. Wicked, man.
Yesterday was my mum's birthday. My mum would have been about 50. And that was me thinking about the past and what I didn't have. And today I'm thinking about what I have done. You know, this is the reminder.
So, Ross, whenever you're ready, bro, take it away.
Okay, here goes.
Nice.
That's amazing.
It's the gaze, that's what we always spoke about. It's that deep look into the future and the past, man. Thank you so much, Ross.
Thanks, man.
When you're in that system, the genuine lack of love, I know I do feel loved. I'm just looking at that gaze and I know that that's what I'm pondering. You know, in that moment I was thinking about everything that had happened before to now and where I'm going, and it makes me feel motivated to keep going.
It's amazing. So it is. Even like the colours in the background and everything like that, I think it was good putting the plant in as well. It looks so lovely. Can we hang this above my bed now?
The first idea with the plant was to do with the film Leon, where they're trying to root it. The pot is cracked, it's Japanese kintsugi. The art of taking something broken and making it beautiful.
Yeah. So for me, this is all about celebrating unsung heroes that have untold stories. When you think of your story, what is it about that story that you want people to know?
That tomorrow is possible. When I was a young boy and I was going through that system, and I didn't really think about the future, and it took so much of my life away. And what I think Ross is capturing is that. And I just need to keep thinking about what tomorrow is and remember that that boy wasn't thinking about it, but now I can. I'm trying to help other people think about tomorrow.
Extremely happy for Jamie, like even just seeing his reaction when he was crying, like tears of joy obviously, but seeing Jamie feel like that kind of emotion, so the fact that like a piece of your art has made him feel so happy is absolutely lovely. It's really heartwarming.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's great. It's, as I said, you know, it's like inspiring, man. You know, there's times I was going to scrap it, man, in your like story and just who you are and what you're all about, like kind of kept me going to see me through and finish it.
All right, Jamie, Neve, Ross and I will leave you guys to just take in the portrait a little bit more and just soak it up and just have a moment to yourselves.
Thank you.
Sometimes we've been through so much in our lives that we just take every single day as it comes, and it very much feels like that for, you know, not only Ross, but Jamie too. You know, Jamie spoke about his upbringing and as a child feeling unseen, and when that portrait was revealed today by Ross, the wealth of emotion and the visibility that Jamie said he felt was so powerful. What I'm realizing is that you don't need to win medals or be celebrated in this traditional way. Sometimes just shedding light on someone like Jamie and telling that story is what's important.